Hey there, have you ever looked at a list of numbers and just your eyes glaze over? You're not alone. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to take some of that confusing data and turn it into a super clear, powerful story using one of the simplest tools in the box, the bar graph. So, first things first, why should you even bother with bars? Well, to get that, let's look at a problem we've all run into, just a plain old jumble of raw data.
Okay, have a look at this. It's a simple list of students' favorite colors. Now quick, which one's the most popular? I mean, you can figure it out, but you kind of have to read each line, compare the numbers in your head. It takes a second, right? It's not instant.
But what happens when we turn it into a picture? Bam! The answer just jumps right off the screen. It's green. This right here is the magic of a bar graph. It's like the after photo for your data's before. It takes all the guesswork out of it and lets you see the story in a heartbeat.
So what is it really? A bar graph is just a chart where how tall each bar is shows you the value it stands for. That's it. Its whole job is to make comparing things, like which one's bigger, which one's smaller, incredibly easy and obvious. All right, let's build one from the ground up. The very first thing we need to do, before we even think about drawing anything, is get our totals. This is going to help us understand the whole picture.
So, going back to our color data, we just need to add up the number of students for each one. We've got 10 for blue, 15 for green, 4 for red, and 11 for yellow. Let's just add those up.
And there we go, 40. A total of 40 students were in this survey. This number is super important. It gives us a complete sense of our data set. You can think of it as our foundation. Okay, with our total in hand, we're ready for the fun part, actually giving these numbers some shape. It's time to draw the bars.
Now, every graph needs a frame, kind of like a canvas. For a bar graph, we draw two lines. The line that goes up and down, the vertical axis, that's for our numbers, in this case, the number of students. And the line that goes side to side, the horizontal axis, that's for our categories, so the colors.
And now we just draw a bar for each color, making sure its height lines up with the number on the side. So the blue bar goes up to the 10, green shoots all the way up to 15, red, well, that's a short one, just up to 4. And yellow stops right there at 11. See?
So, with our shiny new chart all done, let's go back to that original question. Now that you can see it, what's the most favorite color? Exactly. It's green. The tallest bar tells the entire story. Your eyes just go right to it. There's no more scanning and comparing numbers. The answer is just there, clear as day. But bar graphs can do way more than just show one set of numbers. They get really powerful when you start reading between the bars, comparing different sets of info side by side.
For example, check this out. This chart shows a company's expenditure, that's the money it spent, and its revenue, the money it brought in over a year. By putting those bars right next to each other, we can immediately see the financial story of each quarter.
This is such a great example of that power of comparison. Look at that third quarter, from July to September. The expenditure bar and the revenue bar are the exact same height. What does that mean? It means the company spent exactly as much as it made. They broke even.
This gives us a super simple rule of thumb, If the revenue bar is taller, hey, the company made a profit. If the expenditure bar is taller, oops, it took a loss. It's a visual shortcut for profit and loss.
So looking at one quarter is one thing, but what about the big picture? A profit here or there is great, but did the company actually make money over the entire year?
Well, to find that out, we do the exact same thing we did before. We get our totals. We add up the values from all the expenditure bars, which gets us to $118,000. Then we add up all the revenue bars, and that gives us $89,000. And here's the crucial part. When you subtract the total spending from the total earnings, the company ended its first year with a loss of $29,000. Wow. So even with that one strong final quarter, it just wasn't enough. That's a really powerful and kind of sobering story told with just a few simple bars. And that's it. You now have all the skills you need to not only read a bar graph, but to build one yourself from scratch and find those stories that are hiding in the numbers. Just remember the steps, okay? You start with your raw data, you calculate your totals so you know what you're working with, you draw and label your axes, your canvas, you draw a bar for each value, and then, this is the most important part, you step back and analyze what you've made to find that hidden story. Whether you're looking at your monthly budget, your fitness goals, or a report for work, numbers are literally everywhere. So the next time you see a spreadsheet or list, ask yourself, what story is hiding in my data?
And how can a simple bar graph help me tell it?